There are days when everything just feels heavy. You wake up tired, you go through the motions, and nothing really excites you anymore. It's easy to assume you're just burned out on life itself. But then something strange happens. The moment you're alone, things feel quieter, lighter, almost peaceful. And that's when it hits you. Maybe you're not tired of life at all. Maybe you're just exhausted by the people around you. The constant noise, expectations, and emotional weight can drain you more than you realize. If that feeling sounds familiar, here are 7 signs that it's not your life wearing you down. It's the wrong kind of people. You've started to notice that being alone doesn't feel lonely anymore. It feels like relief. When you finally get some time to yourself, your mind slows down, your body relaxes, and you don't feel the need to be on for anyone. There's no pressure to respond, explain, or meet expectations, and that quiet space feels safe. This isn't about isolating yourself because you're sad. It's about recovering from constant stimulation. There's a big difference between being alone and feeling lonely. Loneliness feels empty, but being alone, for you, feels full, like you're finally able to breathe again. It's not withdrawal, it's restoration. Even the simplest conversations start to feel like effort. You look at messages and think, I'll reply later, but later turns into hours or even days. Small talk feels repetitive and meaningless, like you're just going through a script you've outgrown. It's not that you don't like people or don't enjoy connection. It's that surface-level interactions no longer fulfill you. You're tired of talking without really saying anything real. So, instead of forcing yourself to engage, you pull back. Not out of negativity, but because your energy is becoming more selective. You don't want more conversation. You want conversations that actually matter. Things that never used to bother you now feel overwhelming. Complaints, gossip, unnecessary drama, it all hits you harder than before. You can feel your energy drop almost instantly when you're around it, like your mind is quietly asking you to step away. It's not that you've become weak or overly sensitive. It's that your tolerance has changed. You're no longer willing to absorb negativity just to keep the peace. What once felt normal now feels exhausting. And without even realizing it, you've started protecting your energy more carefully. You're choosing distance, not because you don't care, but because you finally understand the cost. You used to explain everything, your choices, your feelings, your intention. Shopping people would understand you better. But over time, something shifted. You realized that no matter how clearly you explain yourself, some people will still misunderstand you. So now, you say less. Not because you don't have anything to say, but because you're tired of repeating yourself to people who aren't really listening. Silence becomes your boundary. It becomes your way of protecting your peace. And for the first time, you start to see that not explaining yourself isn't giving you its self-respect. There are people you used to talk to all the time, but now you find yourself pulling away. You don't reach out like you used to, and sometimes you even avoid them altogether. It's not because you hate them or wish them harm. It's because you already know how you're going to feel after spending time with them, drained, overwhelmed, or emotionally exhausted. And once you recognize that pattern, it's hard to ignore it. So you choose distance, not out of anger, but out of awareness. For the first time, you're not prioritizing connection at any cost. You're prioritizing how you feel afterward. You've started to realize that you don't actually want more people in your life. You want better connections. Surface-level interactions no longer satisfy you the way they used to. You crave conversations that feel real, where you don't have to filter yourself or perform just to fit in. It's not about having a big circle anymore. It's about having a meaningful one. Even if that means fewer people, you're okay with it. Because depth now matters more than presence, and emotional safety matters more than constant company. At the same time, what you're feeling isn't just physical tiredness, it's emotional exhaustion. You can rest, sleep, take a break, and still feel drained. That's because it's not your body that's tired, it's your mind and your emotions. Constantly dealing with people who take more than they give, who bring stress instead of peace, slowly wears you down, and no amount of sleep can fix that kind of fatigue. But here's the most important part: you're not the problem. You're not broken, and you're not becoming too distant or too sensitive. You're simply becoming more aware of what drains you and what actually fulfills you. You're starting to choose your energy more carefully, and that's a sign of growth, not weakness. So don't rush to go back to who you used to be. Pay attention to what your mind is telling you. Because maybe you're not tired of life at all, you're just ready for a different kind of connection. And if this resonated with you, take a moment to reflect, and don't forget to follow for more insights that help you protect your energy and find real peace.